And welcome to another episode of Rebellion Boys.
What he's saying, I'm busy dying in the background.
You're good for nothing.
Well, I might get frostbite. Right, now you've never played Evil Genius before.
Yes, you are going to educate me today.
Oh, God help us all. Right, first things first, we're building an evil underground base. For those who haven't played it, I did do an article review essentially saying that if you're like me and you hate James Bond and want to see his balls nailed to a tree, this is the game for you. So you pretty much get to kill good people. Secret agents. Fun. Yeah, bugger the buggers. I can't stand secret agents. There'll be videos popping up constantly, but we'll just get used to that. Building a corridor, obviously. Got to get your men in. Now, let me actually organise more men first.
Yes. So we are building up our army of henchmen.
Your maximum's one. No, these are minions. Your henchmen are your special forces.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you've got a maximum of 100. No, there's no semantics around here. Might be some cake later, but
I'm good for cake. I need some cake.
Actually, a bit of ice cream could actually go down really well a bit later.
Well, you should have had. Yeah.
I don't. I've got new in the fridge. I haven't tried. It's a combination of strawberry, lime, and vanilla.
I am somewhat intrigued.
So am I, actually. It sounds well tasty. Let me. Yeah, it pauses the buildings you're creating until you tell it to create them.
Okay, so you don't waste resources, I take it.
Whoops!
And then you go and break everything.
And deleted me corridor.
You fucking twat! Oh. Can't take you fucking anywhere.
Yes, you can. But you might get frostbite.
Yeah. And banned.
Well, a bit of banning ain't gonna kill you.
That's what she said.
She did frequently, and then the lawyers arrived, and
it just gets messy after that.
Exactly. So what I do, I'm building a corridor in. Right. Oh, I only like the one. You see, comes down, does its thing. Then it leads into the barracks. If James Bond and friends get through here,
right?
Then of course there's a whole army of minions sleeping. Maybe one of them will wake up and do his job.
Well, hopefully.
From there, I build a long tunnel.
Perhaps long tunnel.
Too long. Let me have a look. I've got to build a power. I reckon a little bit.
So
use that as
obviously anyone who's old enough would definitely recognise some Dungeon Keeper vibes to the base building.
Oh, absolutely. It's Dungeon Keeper meets the 1960s on an island with people instead of monsters.
And who wouldn't want to play that?
I can think of a number of people, but those are boring people we don't talk to.
They don't need to exist in our vision.
Did you say our vision or our fission? I'm rather scared by the idea we've got fission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. I like a decent size storeroom. So this is where you keep all your strong room. You keep all your ill-gotten gains here.
Okay.
Which, I mean, there is already a default one of these outside. It's this one you start off with. You can see there's a pile of gold.
Very tiny.
It's not just that, it's outside. What's the point of keeping all your gold outside where God and man can see it?
Okay.
Easier to move. Move it into the base. And also, if you're evil genius, in our case Maximilian here, let's go down on Maximilian.
Yes.
If he gets offed, it's game over. So having him hang around outside is not good. Eventually, we get options to build
so don't kill him, basically.
Essentially, you don't want him to die.
Okay.
So eventually, he'll have his own secret base and lair. Do you see the flashing number 2 over here?
Yes.
That's just videos that pop up, video-based tips. If they do pop up, then we'll just tell them to go away.
Okay.
After that, we build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 control room. I think a good size. Thing about this game, you don't want to build too big because you've got limited space, but at the same time, you don't want to make it too small.
And also, you don't have unlimited funds. Well, you've got a slow supply.
You've got a slow, you haven't got unlimited, as it were, but at the same time, it's not that limited because essentially, until the moment this control room here is built, it's just going to keep jumping an extra 10 grand on top of you.
Okay,
until it's built. Which is good because then, as we're doing now, we're going to build up our base secretly, get it all done.
Right.
And then we can start playing proper. So this is going to be a couple of videos, ladies and gentlemen. See,
episodes.
The heroes have already arrived in my base. So, that is my henchman. He's my right-hand guy. We'll send him in to deal Now, every single one of them you can right-click on, and it comes up with options: ignore, kill, imprison for later torture, or befuddle, where they actually have their minds warped. And meanwhile, my hero, here's my henchman.
When in doubt, use the sword, of course.
Yeah, once these guys are dead, obviously we will be able to build a freezer to store bodies. Last thing you want is tourists finding dead bodies lying around.
I guess that would be somewhat disconcerting.
Yeah, bad for business, especially when you build a hotel and stuff. You don't want to.
I do like the way the game lets you then custom place the furniture within the rooms.
That is actually pretty stylish. I will definitely admit to that. I think.
It's obviously not one of those games for people who like to play something in 5 seconds and be done with it. Definitely the sort of game you must take some time to know.
Oh yeah, I mean those who are witnessing this great event. I'm just moving these items up. I'm not happy with their location.
You aren't the easiest person to please. I've known you for how many years?
Well, that just comes out as a gay puff remark.
Well, this is YouTube. That was going to happen anyway. May as well do it ourselves.
Great. Well,
And apparently we should not hire you for interior decorating.
I'm improvising. I'm winging it.
Maybe if you shift the door.
That's what she said.
It might work.
Yeah, it might work.
Just shift the door like 1 block across.
No, I'm just going to take the whole room out. Who cares? It's not like we're on the clock or anything.
So you're just going to take the Raven approach.
Yeah, when in doubt, pile drive it.
When in doubt, bash it until it works.
Oh, the commentary I could say there, but they would probably get sued. Reminds me of his ex-girlfriend. No, bad. We're gonna burn in hell for that remark.
It's our first episode of the series. Let's not break the internet too quickly.
Oh,
We'll build up to it. We'll ease people into the chaos.
Chaos, you say? I like this chaos idea. I'm going to put some pressure pads down here.
Okay, so those will activate the traps.
Yes, and then I'll put some traps in. And then behind the trap, behind every good trap, should be a thick door. That's what she said.
Yes.
Wind trap.
That's what she would say.
I think a wind trap or two at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
For a nice thing, I like the wind traps because once they're triggered, they kick off these jet engines that blow the hero back to the beginning. So in this case, it'll blow him all the way out the front door.
Yeah, that works.
So then, the thing with the doors, if I can find one, it's got dots on it, as you can see.
Yes, I see.
You click on the door. 1 dot lets anyone in. 2 dots is for your people. 3 is for the evil lord himself. And 4, the door is only accessible by your evil genius, and it is permanently guarded by your best troops.
Okay, that's a nice mechanic to have.
For the boss himself, for his evil chamber, I do
so that no one can get in but him.
Exactly. And it's guarded.
That's a useful mechanic. I like that.
For this, of course, as you can see, I'm busy fiddling with stuff at the moment. One of the things about this, you can actually link your pressure pads and stuff to different traps and doors and things. So you can have a chain reaction, like a domino effect. So
definitely a game that you need to put proper planning into what you do.
If they... this is us. There's no proper planning. We just improvise.
This is also true.
Yes. So yes, these are your basics. I'm going to keep waiting.
So I see. Yes, they're slowly starting to dig out.
As you can see, the troops. What they do is they collect the money. You can see him running with a briefcase of cash. He's going to run in there and then come back with dynamite. So here's a fellow carrying some explosives to help build this tunnel.
Oh, okay.
So
they literally blow out the hole.
Yeah, they literally. Well, yes, they essentially do that. 5, 4, 3,
I like this game already.
2.